management. And today we discuss another topic like merchandise management. So after the product management, to discuss this merchandise management, merchandise management means how the factors influencing the consumer behavior in merchandise buying decisions, and what are the merchandise plans, and what is actually the merchandise system evolved in the retailing sector. So this merchandising is a process involving developing, securing, and managing the merchandise mix to meet the firm's marketing objectives. So here, so what are the company objectives? Accordingly, how to involve, how to develop, how to secure, and how to manage this merchandise mix. Then now the question is, first of all, what is merchandise mix? Well, because we heard promotion mix, product mix, place mix. Then what is this merchandise mix? So this merchandise mix stands for the retailer's total offering. The retailer's total offering, be it goods or services or both. So whatever the total number of goods and services one retailer is being offered to their customers, the total mix of the goods and services may be called as merchandise mix. So this the retailer must determines from where to take that merchandise and when and how to get the products, from where, when, and how to get those merchandise into his retail store. And the merchandise planning is very important. Every retailer must have a good planning regarding to his merchandise. So what is this merchandise planning? Merchandise planning consists of establishing objectives and devising plans for obtaining those objectives. First of all, we need to establish certain objectives. To reach those objectives, what is our executive plans? This is called merchandise planning. So this merchandise planning process normally includes both rupee planning in terms of merchandise budgets and unit planning in terms of merchandise lists. Means how much budget we have and how many different goods and services need to be offered to the market. You need to bring one kind of what do you call match between the budget must meet the requirements of the different kinds of goods. For this, you need to require a good merchandise planning. So the overall merchandise plan need to have one objective. Our merchandise plan overall objective should be satisfying the customer needs as well as the financial requirements. Here, listen carefully. Satisfying the customer needs means a customer should not go away by not availability of the product whatever he wants. And at the same time, what is the financial capability of the retailer? And with the available budget, based on the priority, how to procure the different kinds of merchandise to offer the market. This is the overall objective of our merchandise planning. So, If you take the merchandise planning, we need to take into the three things into the consideration. One is inventory investment. Second one is inventory assortment. And third one is inventory support, like safety stock. So here, this inventory investment means the total rupee investment, how much budget is available with us. And inventory assortment. Inventory assortment means it is a planning the number of different products, the number of different items, such as brand, style, size, color, material, price combinations. All these things need to be into the consideration, and we need to prepare a good assortment plan. And the third one is inventory support. What is this inventory support? Inventory support means planning the number of units. Planning the number of units the retailer should have on hand. The retailer should have on hand for each product item to meet the sales estimates. This is nothing but how to maintain a safety stock level. Means if suppose you need to cater the needs of the customers, we need to have a good merchandise plan. Means what are the products are in demand and what is their cycle time to procure and what is the amount of money we have and what are the credit facilities we have. And by taking into all these things into consideration, we need to prepare, we need to get a support from the dealers, wholesalers, vendors, from where we are going to get the products. So these all called merchandise planning. Then when you are going to take into the consideration of merchandise, the retail organization is going to be procure so many different items, different products, different goods, whatever you call, to the store. So how the retail buying is going to be takes place? While taking this retail buying, what are the objectives behind? So the objectives of retail buying are, we can be categorized into three levels: general management level, operational management level, and detailed strategic level. So if you are going to study the first one, the managerial level, in the managerial level, the objective of the department is to purchase the right quality product from the right supplier. To purchase the right quality product from the right supplier. And that to be in the right quantity at right time with right price. See that. Right quality, right quantity, right price at right time from the right supplier. This is the objective of the retail buying at managerial level. And when you coming to that functional level, the objectives are to help a company to carry out its operations with a continuous supply of materials and services. Here, at functional level, what is the objective means? The interruption should not be taken place in supplying the products. Second is, you need to be purchase the products competitively and judiciously. Means we should not put a overprice, and we should fix the price, and we should purchase the products in such a manner that should give a profit to the organization. And at the same time, we should maintain the safety stock levels. So we need to be maintained without disturbing the inventory investments and losses. Whatever the products we are purchasing, while purchasing, our objective should be our purchase decisions should not influence, should not should not make any damage to our budgetary plans. And third, at general perspective, means detailed strategic level, the purchasing department frame certain policies which serve as guidelines to streamline their actions to achieve the desired goals. Already the goals are being established by the strategic people. Those strategic goals align with our purchasing decisions. So if suppose our purchasing decisions are not in right way, how to streamline? Here certain policies will be framed. And at the same time, we need to be informed the purchase personnel regarding the different decisions and directions to maintain and streamline the purchasing activities. These are the things need to be taken care, and these are the main objectives of retail buying. Then while purchasing, while customers buying the products and services from the retail groups, retail malls, there are so many various factors are going to be influence them. If suppose a customer is purchasing X product, if you do a research, if you conduct a research, we comes to know what factors made him to purchase that particular product. So generally, here, personal factors like beliefs, values, and attitudes. These are the personal factors. And social factors. What are the social factors? Family decision making, reference groups, culture, subculture. So these personal factors and social factors will have their impact on customer buying decision. So whatever the changes are taking place in these social factors, personal factors are going to be influence your customer purchasing decision. Why the social factors are influencing the purchasing decision? Because the man is a social animal. So the man constantly in contact with the people around him, and he directly or indirectly impact with others' behavior. So like family. Family is the basic social unit in a society. Why? Because everyone lives in a family and one spends more amount of time with his family members. So normally, the family members maybe influence the purchasing decisions. For example, you take KFC has a range of eats for different age groups and provide offers to attract their customers. Means here, in a family, why one company need to be offered different products to satisfy the different age groups of the people in the family? Because in a family, we may find the people like initiator, influencer, decider, purchaser, user, and gatekeeper. So the role of the family members is quite different in different levels of decision making process. So they are going to be influence the purchasing decisions. That's the reason to satisfy the different groups of the people, it is the need of the organization to offer different products. Just like what I told you now, KFC is having a range of its products. And at the same time, if you take IKEA too has created a niche for itself, and it has been attracting many customers by providing attractive ambience, taste, prompt service with quality, value for money, and overall a memorable experience. If suppose most of the people are going to visit IKEA, not only to purchase the products, to get one experience, to check the products what are available, and to know that more number of products and what kind of products are there. That's the reason many companies are going to be offered different kinds of product assortments. Why? Because in a family consisting different age group people, their tastes and preferences varies, and who influence on whom we do not know. That is the reason we need to be offered a kind of range of products to satisfy all kinds of people. And next, coming to that reference group. Reference group means people like to be associated with like-minded individuals. For example, again, family, friends, fellow colleagues, and club members. These all are called as a reference groups. So these social groups also have a good influence on purchasing decisions. Why? Because if suppose one of your friend maybe said this product is excellent, then automatically you are going to be search about the product. And if you have a blind belief on your friend, you maybe directly go and purchase it. And for example, if suppose in a college level, we maybe see that many people are going to be influenced by their friends. And they are going to be influenced their shopping trends also. So this is about reference groups. Then other one important factor is culture. Nobody is go beyond their culture. So why the culture is influencing? Because if, for example, we take the Indian culture. Indian culture is different from the Western culture. Even in India, the people are having some subcultures. Like you take based on language, based on religion, based on social habits, based on some material objects, some ideas, norms. So, if suppose you take into the consideration based on the religion, Hindus, Christians, Muslims, each and every subculture have their different behavioral patterns, and as per that, only they are going to be made their purchases. And even if you take some language, and for even in South India is different from North India in their eating food habits, and even clothes. So based on these different differences, based on the language, based on the different cultures, language, religion, values, attitudes, everything. So these are also going to be influence a lot about purchasing decision. The next, personal factors. Personal factors means already I told you, beliefs, values, attitudes. If suppose my belief is quite different from others, and whatever the values I maintain different from others, and my attitude is different from others. Why? Because these all are Basic inherent characteristics. If you take any person, so belief is an attitude, philosophy about truth or false on some concept or idea. For example, some people say God is there. Some people they say God is not there. That is their belief. And if suppose whether God is there or God is not there, based on that, their purchasing decisions may be influenced. Values. Values are long-lasting beliefs about what is important to a person and what is not important. So values may be changed over a period of time. And attitudes. Attitudes arise out of core values and beliefs. So the behavior is going to be influenced by so many personal factors like values, lifestyle, economic status, age, occupation. So these all are going to be influence our purchasing decisions. So studying about consumer or customer buying behavior is the gateway to the success for any retailer in the market. Without studying the customer, it is not possible to understand their tastes and preferences. And if you do not know tastes and preferences, likes and dislikes, it is not possible to maintain a good assortment to cater the different needs of the customer groups. So, and after studying or after knowing the factors which are been influencing the customers at various levels, then how you are going to be maintain, what kind of objectives you are going to be set your merchandise plan. Why? Because after studying all these things, you have one idea what to do, how to do. Then how to set objectives for our merchandise plan while you are preparing a merchandise plan. Why? Because the retail objectives are being achieved by our plans. So while you are making a merchandise planning, already I told you, investment need to be taken into the consideration, as well as customer needs also taken into the consideration. So the setting of these objectives related to financial planning and at the same time merchandise planning. So this merchandise plan is known as a financial buying design for each category that caters to the firm's overall financial plans and goals, coupled with sales predictions and merchandise flows. So here, merchandise plan is a combination of having a financial objectives, financial plans, as well as merchandise flows. So this merchandise planning supports the retailer in measuring the amount of money available to expand on a specific merchandise category each month in order to achieve the required sales target and other financial objectives. So it is just like it is a financial blueprint of each category of merchandise. How much money is there and what are the priority for the different merchandise and how much amount of money need to be allocated to each and every merchandise to purchase. That's all. Very simple. And so this merchandise plans also we can be classified into as like a top-down planning and bottom-up planning. Either you can be prepare this merchandise plan from top down, top to down, or bottom to up. Either anyway. So here, in the top-down planning, the top management is going to forecast the gross sales for the future time period, and the estimated sales for every department are going to be planned on the basis of past data to the sales of the whole store and its role in the future plans of the store. Here the strategic people are going to, the top level people are going to be estimate through their sales forecasting methods what will be the sales for the next future period of time, maybe 1 year or 6 months or whatever it is, a fixed period of time. And accordingly, they are going to be estimate the sales for each and every department of the company. And those things are going to be passed to that different managers holding the responsibility of the different stores. And next one is bottom up planning. Bottom up planning means in this kind of merchandise plan, the sales of the stores are calculated by putting together the projected sales figures. Sales of store are being calculated, different stores. And what are the sales from each store calculated by, and based on this, we are going to be project the future sales. And these figures are going to be comes to know from each and every store manager and plan sales people. And based on that, you are going to be project certain sales for a particular period of time. And here, each and every plan, either top down or bottom up, everything have its own pros and cons. Then, after merchandise planning, the another important thing need to be discussed in the retail sector merchandise planning is role of negotiations. What is negotiation? Well, because customers have a basic psychology that they will negotiate when they want to purchase any product. So negotiation is a dialogue between two or more disputed persons who try to arrive at a common consensus, providing a solution to their issues. Disputed persons. But here in the retail sector, we may not call these people as a disputed persons, two parties. So here, what kind of negotiation and what is the negotiation pattern? Negotiation patterns always like we need to be plan and discuss, propose, implement, agree, and bargain. So these are the some of the steps involved in this particular negotiation process. Always a retailer will face a challenging situation at various times. Why? Because the sources of the negotiation power where he uses is convincing ability in favorable terms. And the negotiation in retail is a dicey process. And the retailer should be shrewd as well as effective. Shape the planning processes for negotiation to be successful. And he should be well prepared for negotiations beforehand and plan for alternatives to influence the circumstances in his favor. And that also, he need to be handle the complete situation amicably and basically learn to disagree agreeably. Means here, the retailer should not lose the customer. The retailer always make a deal in a polite environment without deviating from the sale of the product. And to do this, he need to have a very good idea about the product features, brand, its image and price, profit margins, and customer likes and dislikes, and what is the demand for the product in the market. Then the retailer will have at the edge in negotiating with their customer. And after negotiation, we need to be discuss, we need to be understand about buying systems. What do you mean buying system? Buying systems are systems that aid the buyers and merchandise planners to decide the quantity to buy, how much quantity we need to buy, and at what time need to buy. Here we are having two systems. Here we have two systems. One is staple merchandise. Second one is fashion merchandise. Staple merchandise buying systems means in this system, we follow a basic and essential part of order receipt, order cycle of merchandiser buying. The buyer system utilizes past data for each staple SKU to predict demand and sales at the category level. And we also prepare the inventory management report. This inventory management report gives us the sales velocity, inventory availability, turnover order, sales forecast, quantity to order for a single SKU, strategic knowledge unit. So based on this, we are going to prepare a buying system. And second one is a fashion merchandise buying system. In this merchandise system, it is very difficult to predict. Why? Because this fashion merchandise system is a seasonal in nature and whose demand is unpredictable. It is based on factors which may not be in our control. For example, weather or changes in customer tastes and changes in customer preferences. So retailer cannot estimate. So still, retailer need to extrapolate the sales estimate from a like item from previous data on sales. I'm not assured that the sales will go according to our plan. Why? Because it is a seasonal, and when the demand will be increased and when demand will be falls down, we do not know. But still we need to have a good plan for it. And next one is buying system, open to buy. What is this open to buy? Means in the modern retail banking system is going to be followed this open to buy system. Normally it is called OTB, open to buy. So this OTB is one efficient tool to control buying within the financial and quantity budgets. Within the financial and quantity budgets. This OTB is going to be enables the retailers to forecast and control purchases that merchandise flows in the store is enough to cover the likely sales at the desired stock turnover rate in order to yield a positive cash flow. This OTB helps the retailers to maintain the merchandise flows to cover all kinds of desires to get a positive cash flow. So here the OTB is good for the retailers to estimate working capital, to estimate the inventory levels, and also we may get timely and continuous flow of merchandise. And OTB provides the retailer with an opportunity for profit through an effective system of OTB. So this is about our merchandise planning. So all these times in the last class and today's we discussed about the product planning, merchandise planning. And next we move to discuss about a topic called retail branding. Retail branding. What is branding? Branding, everyone knows. So normally whenever you go to a shop, any kind of product, we maybe primarily have an idea, or we maybe come to one decision that we need to be purchased this branded product. Means product is same, but the product is being available with a different brand names. Then which brand? Why that brand only? So why? Because branding is also playing a very vital role in purchasing one product. So what is the big difference between product branding and retail branding? So now I told you product branding means when you are going to purchase a product, you are going to be purchase one kind of brand product. But what is this retail branding? So the difference between the retail branding and product branding is in lot of cases, most of the products have mysterious or even pretended presenter. Whereas in retail, consumers come in direct contact with the company and our product. Most of the times we purchase the products like Close-Up, Colgate. Who is who, who is the owner or who is presenting this particular Close-Up brand? Who is presenting this particular Colgate brand? The customer do not know. But whereas in retail branding, the retail store branding, we can meet the retailer directly. We may have a direct contact with the company. For example, a Nestle KitKat bar. This is a product made according to a lay down recipe in a factory that is not known to general public. But we purchase a KitKat. But who is? We do not know. But whereas a retail branding means we comes to know who is operating that particular retail store. So that's why here a direct touch, a human touch, a direct contact is playing a vital role, and it is creating one kind of what do you call belief, trust on retailer. So the brand is going to be plays a vital role in purchasing decision. So as we know that the brand is being defined as per Philip Kotler, who is the modern marketing guru. He defined brand as a name, term, sign, symbol, or design, or a combination of them, intended to define the goods or services of one seller or group of sellers and to differentiate them from those of competitors is called brand. Then, what are this brand is going to be influence the purchasing decision different ways. Means the brand is going to place a different roles. Then what is the role of this retail brand in the retail organization? For example, retail brands can create a stable and long-lasting demand based on store brand name. If suppose one store is good and we have a belief and we have a trust on that particular retail store. So we maybe purchase the products, though the products do not know by us. Because on the retail branding, we are purchasing that particular product. And retail brand can build and earn better profits than stores which have shaky and unsuccessful brand names. So through the retail branding, we can able to sell a good quality products which are not successful also. And also we can offer the products that provide differentiation through building enduring associations. Enduring associations over a period of giving rise to brand stretch. This is also possible through the retail branding. Then this branding is going to be plays a vital role in different role as a negotiator, as a protectionist, as a customer loyalty, as a brand will be an added value, brand will be differentiate, brand will helps to bargain, brand will help to negotiate, brand will helps to build the stability on our sales. So this retail brand is going to be help in different ways to the retail organization. Okay. Then how many types of retail brands are there? So the retailers and their buyers faces a strategic decisions of the mix of national and private label brands to provide a product category. So national brands, private brands, licensed brands. National brands means, as you know, that the brands are products produced, innovated and marketed by a vendor and sold to many retailers. Here any product is being manufactured and innovated and marketed by a vendor or a company person who knows you and sold to so many retailers, not only particular to your retailer. That product may be available in all kinds of different retail stores. For example, you take Kellogg's Cornflakes. Kellogg's is a family brand. Cornflakes is a sub-brand of Kellogg's. So this is available at different stores. Am I right? So these are called as a national brands or manufacturer brands. The next second one is private brands, or normally we call it as a private labels or private label brands or store brands. Generally in normal phenomena, we call them as a store brands. So these store brands are nothing but own brands of that particular retailer. These brands are being developed and managed by that particular retail organization. Developed and managed by the retailers. So many malls and supermarkets are evolved the strategy of promoting their own products. For example, you take, if you want to purchase a atta powder, you may have national brands like a Ashirwad atta powder, Pittsburgh atta powder. Along with that, if you go to a D-Mart, there is a loose atta powder is also available. And those loose atta powder we are been purchasing by trusting the D-Mart or by trusting the any other retailer. This is called a private label. So these own brands or home brands consists some sub-characteristics such as generic, price-led retailer brand, quality-led own brand, exclusive own brand. Means here, why you need to purchase a loose atta powder instead of Ashirwad atta powder? Maybe there is a price difference, or maybe you prefer that kind of product based on the quality. So various factors may be influenced. And the third one is licensed brand. In this licensed brand, the well-known brand name authorizes to another party to use his brand for a price. Means if suppose I am a well-known brand and I am giving some X to use my brand name, and I will charge some amount of money for using my name. Means just like a franchise. For example, the KFC has licensed its brand to other retailers and third parties. Means, for example, the KFC company is not owned the all retail stores across the countries. The KFC may be given the license to different people, but those retailers need to be maintained the set standards of the KFC, and the products what they are selling need to be sold those products only. And for example, even in some of the educational institutions also, they maybe give their name as a franchisee for others, and they will be set certain rules and regulations, and as long as they followed them, and these people can be utilized the popular brand name. This is called a licensed brand. And then how to manage the brands? Right? Because if suppose the brand is in demand, the sales may be increased. Then how to manage this particular brand? Right? Because the important in managing brand is to create and build a good, clean and enduring image in the minds of the consumers. Why? Because we need to be maintain a good brand image in the minds of the customers. How to create that good brand image? How to build that good brand image? Why? Because we need to be maintain a constant rapport with the loyal and other consumers. This is going to be help you to keep away your customers from the competitors. Why? Because always the people says, instead of launching a new brand, it is better to revive or revitalize the old brand, which is less expensive also. Why? Because the old brand is already fine-tuned as a symbol of certain values, quality, and other things. That's why we need to be manage our brands very carefully. If suppose still we believe, and if suppose a general people also knows, like Amul. Amul is a very good brand in milk products. So if you want to create a strong brand, if you want to manage that brand, if you want to continue with that brand for forever, we need to see that we need to create a stable demand for our brand. And if we have a good brand, the retailers can earn more profits, and it can be add value to attract and create interest in the minds of the customer. And sometimes the brand may be create a niche for itself as a brand associated with trust. So it is very important to any retailer to manage the brands. And if you want to manage the brands, it is very essential to develop some strategies. Those are called branding strategies. Those are called branding strategies. So what is this branding strategy? Branding strategies means some action plans the organizations use to differentiate their products and services and identities from their competitors. So then what are the certain strategies we can work out to differentiate our products from our competitors so that we can build a strong, clean brand? Means here, we need to analyze the consumer buying behavior. There is no other way except to understand the customer. As long as you understood your customer, you are safe in the market. So now, information technology is given more opportunities to the business people to understand the customers. So we can use customer database and we can use some other techniques to obtain the customer data, and we can also take the help from the agencies. So after taking this particular customer data, we need to be analyze their likes, dislikes, preferences, habits, purchasing patterns, so that we can prepare a good branding strategy. And also, the management need to be reviews the customer feedbacks time to time. A in-depth study on customer feedback help the retailer to enhance the customer response process. Customer feedback is one of the source to build the brand image. And at the same time, we need to manage a relationship with the customers. Customer relationship management. This CRM will help in enhancing the in-store shopping experience. In-store shopping experience. Means the retail brands need to develop a personal relationship with consumers rather than only through product and pricing. Why? Because this product and pricing strategies may be copied by our competitors, but our personal strategy cannot be copied. Why? Because this is the unique strategy. For example, if our sales people might be trained to recognize our VIP customers, and we may take the help of the artificial intelligence or the softwares or the information technology tools to identify. Once we have this idea, once you are able to identify your VIP customers, then you can provide a good service as per their tastes and preferences. So here, these kind of strategies are going to be helps to create a strong brand image. And external communication is going to be create some additional value outside to the store. So the retailers are going to be utilize the promotional efforts to develop their brands. So for example, you take the retail chain Subiksha continuously mails a broad sheet to its customers to inform them the promotional offers available and price comparisons across brands. That helps to take more informed decisions. So customers sometimes may not interested to purchase our product. But if you are in touch with them and you are providing information about your promotional offer, if suppose they got interested, definitely they will rush to your store to purchase the product. And these are some of the strategies, brand strategies, which maybe helps us to increase our sales. And some other terms we need to be discussed in this brand strategy, that is called brand extension. Brand extension is nothing but just like in the marketing management, you have studied product line extension, means extending, stretching. A brand extension is the use of an established brand name in new product categories. This new product category to which the brand is extended can be related or unrelated to the existing product category. Means the new product may not be closely related to our old product, but we can extend our brand name. So, for example, you take Yamaha. Yamaha is extended itself from motorbikes to musical instruments. Everybody knows Yamaha is a bike, automobile, motorbike. But when the company decided to enter into the musical instruments, the same Yamaha brand is being extended to that particular musical instruments also. This is called brand extension. So, this brand extension may help the company in bringing new item, customer franchise, providing same benefits, same product different from companion product, expertise, status or designer image. So this brand extension has so many merits. It means it will help to enter into the new market, and it is a cost-effective one, and it enhances the position and image of the new products, and it reaps economies in promotion and builds credibility for a brand. And always a good brand name is going to be reassure a prospective purchaser. So that's the reason, instead of creating a new brand, it is better to extend the old brands into new products. Then the other word is brand equity. Brand equity. Brand equity means it is a set of assets. Brand equity is a set of assets and liabilities associated with a brand. Its name and symbol, which adds or subtracts from the value provided by a product or service to a firm and to the firm's competitors. Nothing but the assets and liabilities. So always a powerful brand equity is going to be enhance the brand value. And this brand equity is going to be increases the price value of share. And ultimately, this brand equity is going to be help the firm to expand through mergers, acquisitions, strategic alliances, and JVs, joint ventures. So the brand equity is helps the company to merge or to in the acquisition or in entering into a strategic alliance or to form a joint venture. So then what are the brand assets? Why? Because brand equity is nothing but assets and liabilities. What is asset? Assets means brand loyalty. Brand loyalty means repeated purchases of the brand loyalty means repeated purchases. And brand awareness. Brand awareness is the ability of the prospective customer to recall or select a brand in a product category. And perceived quality means what customer is perceiving and what is his perception about your brand. And brand association means if anything in a product which has acquired a meaning in the memory of the customer and gets connected to the brand. For example, the complete man is linked with Raymond. This is called brand association. These all are called brand assets. And also, we need to maintain a good service quality. And also, in the retail branding, the packaging is also going to influence a lot, because the packaging is, I may be called packaging is a silent salesperson. Packaging is a silent salesperson. Because the packaging communicates the brand's personality and values. The packaging serves as an important and useful educational tool in a market like in our country, India. Why? Because you take an example like Maggi noodles. Maggi noodles diffusion in the Indian market happened because of the cooking instruction on the pack as 2 minutes breakfast. So, Maggi noodles diffusion in the Indian market happened because of the cooking instruction on the pack, especially in the packing 2 minutes breakfast. Whether Maggi can be done within a 2 minutes or not is not a matter for us. But the 2 minutes breakfast is attracted many more customers. And the color, size, and quantity of the pack is also very strong brand communicators. So the basic function of packaging is to ensure the product, and the packaging is going to provide a safety in shipping, transportation, and warehousing of the product. So the packaging is going to give identity, brand recognition, and the encourages the repeated purchases. So the packaging is also need to be considered while managing your retail branding. So this is about our retail branding and also merchandise management. These are the two topics we have discussed today. And any doubts? The session is open for the questions now. If no more questions, we take a leave now. And in next classes, we will discuss about the next different topics like retail pricing and etc. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.